Hey guys, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back. Today we're going to be doing the high score challenge for Maleficent and Pete. Before we start, a lot of people are asking, how come we're not going to be able to guild this? The answer to that is some people are and some people aren't. If you click on the actual medals themselves, you'll see they have dots on them. That means there's actually 5 medals on this one and 4 medals on this one. And because top 200 get times 2 of each, they're actually getting 8 Petes and they're getting 10 Maleficent. Now for top 1000, you're going to get 4 Petes, but if you make a score of 10 million, you're going to be able to guild Pete if you make top 1000. As for her, not so much. You're going to have to wait. But that's like how every other high score challenge is. They just didn't want to make her separate because I think just the medal itself is really strong as well. But that's just to cover that. If you actually click on the medals themselves, you'll see there's dots on them. That means you're getting more than one, but they're already combined. So how I like to make these videos, on my first run, I like to get my kind of like a little setup that will get me far into the level just to see how far this high score challenge is and what to expect. And I'm taking you guys along with me. So for my first setup, it's not going to be a real one. This is not what I'm using to try to make a good score. This is what I'm using to see how deep this level is, how many Heartless there is, how strong they get, what levels they get to, and if there is an end. There's supposed to be, it says money egg, but will we be able to get there? So I'm going to use my Divine Rose with my Dark Side and my Melucia B. Dark Side my Dark Side is fully gilded, as you can see. My Dark Side is fully gilded, as you can see, 130%. All chip, Dale's attack boost 3, so he's going to be dishing out a lot of damage. Not so much because of the 1.9, but I rather the AoE damage than the single target, but combined together, I should be able to take out quite a lot. They're both maxed out. He is attack boost 2 max, which is great. I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit on a method called the L method that came from Lightkeeper L. He mentions how the credit score with the credit works, how score credit works. I got it right. I'm not going to go into detail. I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel in the actual description because he did a good job of describing it. He has 3 videos explaining in perfect detail of how to do it and why some people's scores are exactly opposites, but they're using the same exact medals and same keylade. Everything's the same, but their scores are so different. I'm going to show you why. I hope I get it right. I apologize if I get it wrong, but this is how I took it. But let's get into this, see how far we can get and see what we can do. Everything else is straightforward. Jack and Sally's, Illustrated Kari, buffs, debuffs, all the good stuff. Now my party, I have a couple people who actually pulled the HD Sora. Congrats to them, that's awesome. And this is what I'm going to be using because it has Paralysis Plus on it, which is great. Would have been better if it was Sleep Plus, but anything's better than nothing. So there we go. Thank you, Nicholas. 28%, just gonna go through just to see, didn't mean to click that, just to see how far this is. And I want to explain a little bit on the actual L method before we do anything further. So the whole reason I'm using Melucia B is because I have attack boost 2 max on him, and that guarantees that I'm gonna have the same power output all the time. And that's important to the L method, which is the credit score. How does credit score work? Now, so we're gonna go through the blue chest. That means these mobs in here are magic. Red chest is power. Green chest is speed. So if you want a power route, so if all your medals are red, which is power, go through the green one. But for us it's blue. They're all magic in there, and we're gonna use speed, and that's a stronger point. Just in case you guys had a little confusion there, which one to go through. Go by the color of the chest. Use the opposite that's stronger. So how the credit score system works, from the understanding of me watching that video, is that you want to use your strongest multiplying medal. Now in my case is Dark Side, but because Dark Side is a single target, swiping is a terrible idea because swiping actually gives you less points. What you want to do for the lower mobs is actually click on them. That way you can get the full multiplier of a tap. Activating the medal, you're going to get the full boost, and that's going to kind of like multiply the bonus up here. You see up here the bonus 7200. The bonus score you're going to get from that tap would have been worse if you actually swiped. But it's going to calculate what your strongest multiplying attack is. And in this case, I'm going to be using Melucia B for everything because it has attack boost 2 max on it, and it's a single target. That is very important because single target means the multiplier, as you can see on Melucia B, is 5.78. But it's going to be a little bit less than that because the more enemies defeating the stage is how I get stronger. But let's say 4.9, if he had 2 attacks, you would take that and divide it to 2, and you would hit the enemies 2 times. Now let's say the first hit goes through and then the enemy dies and the second hit doesn't go through. That means you're only multiplying your bonus score by 2.45. So you're not getting the full multiply on it. So actually using a medal that has multiple hits, you really got to plan it out. But because Marluxia B is a single target, it doesn't matter what you do, your multiplier is going to go through. As long as the enemies are alive and Marluxia B hits everyone, you're going to get full credit for this. But it's not as simple because later on high score challenges, you're going to have medals that have multiple hits. Now, like I said, it's a little confusing. I try to make it as basic as possible. There's a lot more to it than that. There's like very choices you have to make. Are you going to tap this mob? Are you going to swipe? Are you going to activate your buff and kill one to actually do more damage to the other one? But would have been better to not use your buff and get more damage into both of them. But because we're using Marluxia B, it's very simple. It's a 1 attack. That means his multiplier is going to go in as long as the enemy is alive. So we hit 1 too low already. So let's just finish him off with 1 medal and see if Jack and Sally doesn't finish him off. It does, but swiping would have been worse. But now we use Marluxia B for the rest. Activating his ability means we're using his multiplier. His multiplier is going to get that little bonus down there. Another thing he explains, ignore the numbers you're getting as you're tapping, because the end result of you using Marluxia B, in this case that's the medal we're going to be using to multiply our actual score, that's the only thing the high score challenge actually takes into consideration when making your score. It goes by the highest damage multiplier that you did to all the enemies or the ones that are alive. If you killed, like the ones I killed with just tapping, they're going to get the bonus score from multiplying on that, but the ones that stayed alive are going to get a bonus score from Marluxia B. Now, like I said, that's how I took it when I watched his videos. I could be wrong, but that's how the score system works. You want to use a medal that does the most multiplier and a lot of damage. So you want to use a green medal against blue, a red medal against green, so on and so on. And if it has multiple hits, you have to plan ahead, because if not all the hits actually hit the enemy, you're only getting so much score. And just to break it down one more time, let's say right here, you see how it says under Marluxia B, it says 4.9 and 5.78. Like I said, let's say it says 5 there instead of 4.9. If it did 2 hits and you only swipe and it only does enough damage, oh, I shouldn't have done that, but yeah, let's do it there just in case. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you right now. So if you activate his ability and he did 2 hits instead of 1, like right now you'll see 1 hit goes in, those numbers pop up. It only popped up once. Let's just pretend he had 2 hits. If it only popped up once, you're only multiplying your score by 2.5 now, if his multiplier was 5 instead of a full 5. But because he's single target, you're getting full credit. But if he was 2 hits, you're only getting 2.5 multiplier towards your score. So you really want to plan ahead if you're going to boost your medal or not boost your medal. There's a lot more detail to it. I'm not going to go over it, but the basic is you want to use 1 medal. Like, see how there's a single enemy here? Swipe instead of tapping, because none of these are actually going to be the score. What's going to multiply the score is the medal you activate. And because he has 1 hit, it doesn't matter that that enemy has so low HP. It's not about the overkill. It's about the multiplier on that medal and how much damage it does. That's what you're going to get out of it. And that's how I think the score system works according to Lightkeeper L. And I could be taking it wrong. He might tell me it's wrong in the comments. And that's why you should watch his videos. But this is how I think it works. I might have said something wrong along the way. But when I do my high score challenges, I'll play it through, because I had a conversation with him on Discord. And he explained it to me a little bit better. So check out that video. It's called the L method on his channel. Lightkeeper L is his channel, and the video is called the L method. Yeah, very good video. If it's how it works, it does. I tested it out and I have got a better score using that instead of just swiping all the low enemies. Swiping low enemies is bad. So I rambled enough. Let's just go into this and see how deep this is. So I'm going to continue just using his method. Try not to kill them and activate Marluxia B. This is only because it's a single hit, so it doesn't matter how much HP they have. So far, so good. Doesn't seem too fancy or too hard. I'm gonna use the Jacket Sally with the Marluxia B just in case. It is getting up higher there. I probably didn't need to, but why not? It's there. It's sitting there. I'm not gonna waste the gauge because the box is sitting there, so I'm gonna restore SP off that. But so far, I kind of like the levels, the whole darkness you're going into. Maleficent makes sense, right? You're entering the enemy's territory, which is pretty cool. We're gonna use Kari here. Like I said, activating a boost, and if you don't kill the actual enemies themselves, when you activate Marluxia B, you're gonna get more of a multiplier now because of that. So far we're at 2.5 million, which seems like a lot already. For this guy, I don't think I need to use Dark Side. Dark Side is very heavy costing, it's 4 gauges, but I'm gonna tap with Dark Side, just so I can do more damage to that one. Activate Jack and Sally. Let's see, that chest restores 3. You can tell by the detail in the chest. If it was really decorated, it would have been 6, but that's a 3 chest. So I'm not gonna activate another Jack and Sally, and hopefully this finishes it off. If not, we have our friend medal. And that finishes it off. Marluxia B fully maxed out is crazy good. 3 SP in here, we're at 19, so we're still on a good track. Alright, for these guys, I'm gonna activate Kari, not my Dark Side. I don't think I have to activate Jack and Sally, and we're just gonna use Marluxia B. That should be good enough. If it's not, I'm terrible. But I am right. Let's continue. To the next one, they're at 300 now, so I am gonna be activating Jack and Sally's. Now the question is, do I need to use Dark Side on that wizard? I don't know. Can I sacrifice the SP? I don't know, but this is why we're testing it out. This is level 300 mobs and we're almost at 5 million already. APP went off, that's beautiful. Attack boost 2 and APP, so we got plenty. So I probably should have used my Dark Side, but we're about to find out. And no, more than enough. Okay, so 300 mobs are still not having a problem. Grab the chest. Restore all our SP, and let's continue. So far, 6 million. Level 320. Huh. Okay. I'm not going to use my Nova yet, but I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to use Dark Side, just swiping him. Activate Jack and Sally's. Hopefully one of these had APP go off, because we're going to get a little higher than this. And I think Marluxia B should be more than enough for this. More than enough. And we're still good. Wow. So we're definitely going to go with the speed route. We're going to go through the magic route using our speed medals, I mean. Level 350 enemies. Oh my. Alright, let's activate Kari. I don't feel like it's going to be enough. HD Sword is AoE, he has Paralysis Plus, so let's take the chance and just swipe here. If anything, we're going to use our Nova here, if it looks really bad. Come on, SP Restoration. No APP Plus. Well, thank you, game. Let's see how much damage we actually do. And we take... Wow, we take him down still. This is crazy. I only have, what, a 28% boost, and we're already almost near 10 mil. That means I'm going to get all the peats. Okay, this is definitely where we're going to use Dark Side, and it would have been a lot better if Dark Side was actually on the last medal, but hopefully Attack Boost 3 goes off. If it does, we are golden. I hope. Nope. No, we're not. No, we're not. But we are going to get 10 mil, and this is going to be it if Paralysis Plus doesn't go off. Because I don't have any defense boost on my Kari yet. I should be using defense boost 1, but I'm going to put defense boost 3 on her. So Marluxia B, take out that apple for sure, but not the copter. I'll activate our Nova system because we're probably going to die here. These guys do a ton of damage, and hopefully Paralysis Plus goes off. And it doesn't. Well, that is it. First try, not really putting any other boost medals on my Keyblade. I made 11 mil, 137,000. If I had a second chance or defense boost 3, I probably could have lived. If Paralysis Plus went on, I could have lived, but was I going to finish it off? Probably not. So that's as far as I can get in the high score challenge. We unlocked all the Mickey heads. Hopefully the Lightkeeper L credit system made a little bit of sense. That's how I took it. It might be wrong, and he's going to come in comments probably telling me it's wrong or telling me I was pretty close. But even if I was close, go watch his videos because it helped me out a lot, and I like helping everyone else out a lot. So go look at that video and try to understand the credit score system a better because you will get a higher score if you use it that way. For rewards, we got Huey Dewey Louie for making 10 mil with Pete, Magic Mirrors. All I'm excited about is the Pete's. Really excited that I got. I didn't even think I was going to make 10 million with that, but because I went so far, percentage didn't even matter. For the videos I'm going to help you guys out with, it might be the complete opposite. Higher percentage, less enemies. But either way, we're going to try to hit 10 million for everyone. If I get competitive, I'm probably going to poll and go for top 200. but I don't feel like I need to. But you never know. This might be the time where I'll show you guys my knowledge in this game and how far I can go. I would like to make top 200 in one of these high score challenges. I don't know if this is the one, but they talk about these medals like they're really good. So we'll see. Let's go back to events. Probably not top 200, but I'll make top 1000 again. It is really cool medals, but let's see where we're at so far with 11 mil. 11 mil, we're at top 1000 already. This is not going to last long, especially since this is very easy to get. Well, not easy, but like I didn't use more than 28%, which I can adjust my percentage to a lot more and just focus on Marluxia B with probably a boost medal right beside it, and that's the only damage dealers. Like I don't need Dark Side there. As you guys can see, he was only good for the end, and even that wasn't good enough to take out that one helicopter fleet. So hopefully you guys seen what you're up against. That's the enemies you have to expect. Kind of got an idea. This is not my setup. This is not what I'm going to use. I'm going to get a higher score than this using a different setup, or I'm going to get the same exact score for you guys with a free-to-play setup or an easier setup without polls. So I'm going to do a couple of videos with no polls, and then a video maybe with polls. Like I said, I don't want to poll, but I did get some gift cards for my birthday that I might throw in now. I'll save them for later because Christmas seems like it's going to be a lot better. But hopefully this helped you guys out just a little bit. It's not what I'm using to help you guys, so don't take this and be like, oh no, we can't do anything with this. But that's the general idea of what you're up against, and hopefully that credit score system makes sense once you watch Lightkeeper L's videos. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.